Hey everybody, I was just going to show you today how some of my solar installs coming. So let me just show you around a little bit. So far I've got two of the EG4s mounted up on the wall here. Then I've got conduit running down. Got my disconnects to the PV panels down here. Got two of them running down. I've just kind of ran it all in conduit where it looks a little nicer. Got my hardy board behind it, which they recommend just in case of fires. But I haven't finished quite with all my battery connections, but even got it where ran conduit where I can actually hook it to the grid if I needed to, but I'm going to try to stay off grid. And I've got it over here, my panel here, which I did the 60 amp right here, which is going back to the inverters. And then my neutrals. And I've got my separate ground bar over here because it's got the neutral ground tied over here in the main panel here. But I should have taken a video of it while I had it apart, but I've put it back together. But went ahead and put me a 100 amp breaker over here in the main panel right here that it'll actually backfeed this panel if something ever actually happened, where I can still use it once I get all my drops in and get everything wired up. But you can just kind of see neutrals here, got my grounds over here, and my two hots, which are coming from the 100 amp in the main panel there. But everything is definitely no bonds or anything in this panel, because you only want to be bonded in the main panel there. But this is just kind of where I've gotten so far. I'm going to finish dropping my negative battery down because I've kind of got them where they're exactly the same length coming down. Right now the positive's already in and it's all perfectly the same length, and then I'm going to work on getting my negatives in, and that way I can go ahead and get me another bus bar and set right here, and that way I can hook my batteries up to it. But this is where I'm at right now. I'll eventually run some more conduit over to this sidewall here and punch a hole out, and then I can go down out to the panels that I'm putting out there. But this was just a short video of what I've got so far. If you got any comments or questions or anything, leave me a comment. I'm by no means an electrician, so all of this is kind of a DIY and do it at your own risk. But this should be all to code.